connection to the land and waters of this beautiful place. And we pay our respects to all elders and ancestors and any First Nations people here with us today. My name is Jacinta Parsons, and I'm going to be your MC for this very exciting TFN virtual live crowdfunding event in support of 3 incredible social enterprises. Look, if at any time you're struggling with technology, let us know in the chat room and the TFN will do their best to help you. Also, turn off and turn on again. No, hitting refresh on your browser is almost always the answer. So that's good. Tonight is all about social enterprises. Social enterprises turn traditional businesses on their head by using profit for purpose. They exist to create a fairer and more sustainable world. There are 3 things that distinguish a social enterprise. The first is that they have a defined primary social, cultural, or environmental purpose consistent with the public or community benefit. And secondly, they derive a substantial portion of their income from trade. And thirdly, they invest efforts and resources into their purposes such that the public and community benefit outweighs the private benefit. The projects that you're going to hear from tonight really bring this to life and demonstrate why social enterprise is an idea whose time has come. Before we hear from them, we'd like to thank all of the passionate supporters of social enterprises that have helped make tonight possible. Firstly, the English Family Foundation. They're a private family foundation whose mission is to support transformational change in our world through the growth and development of social entrepreneurs and social businesses. Also, the Snow Foundation, who is committed to identifying and supporting inspiring social entrepreneurs who develop new ideas for social change. Their purpose is to create opportunities and strengthen resilience for a more caring and inclusive community where everyone can thrive. These 2 organisations have long been steadfast supporters of social enterprises as well as TFN, and have generously committed to matching the first $45,000 raised tonight. Also providing valuable support are Spark Strategy, Impact Boom, CIFA Partnerships, Social Impact Hub, and Greater Outcomes. We're deeply appreciative of their efforts to get so many of you here tonight. A special shout out to those of you who are hosting a watching party. And I'm curious to know if anyone has made their gratitude curry to share. I was so excited to get that in the mail the other day. Please let us know in the chat if you are. I saw that I think Andrea's got hers on the stove, or Julie has. Let us know, and don't forget to post on socials with the hashtag gratitude curry, hashtag TFN virtual live. You can see it there in the chat messages right now. All right, to set the scene for the organisations we're going to hear from, I'd like to invite Alan English AM, founder and chair of the English Family Foundation, to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Jacinta, and welcome to everybody. It's great to see such large numbers here tonight to support social enterprise. I've had a long association with TFN. I was the founding chairman with Lisa Cotton as the CEO, setting it up in Australia. And the thing that attracted me about TFN was the importance it plays in those early stage social entrepreneurs to give them that initial funding to bring alive great ideas to execute and benefit our communities. Early stage dollars are so important. And I've had a bit of an advantage than most of you because I've been on the selection panel of these 3 projects tonight, and they really are outstanding. They were compelling, and that's the reason why they were selected. But this is the opportunity for you to join in tonight, and please give generously, because without our execution partners, the people who implement and do the good work, they can't move forward without your support. So the more generous you are tonight, the more impact they can create. So welcome and enjoy the evening. Back to you, Jacinta.
Thank you so much. And Alan, my favourite message already is, hey, Dad. I'm assuming, Rachel, you are speaking to Alan in that particular moment, because I am not your dad, Rachel. Let's get to it. You're about to hear from 3 social entrepreneurs doing incredible work for people in need. Each presenter will have 5 minutes to tell you their story, and then they're going to answer your questions. Then we're going to have the opportunity to pledge our support. As you heard, these organizations have been through TFN's application, due diligence, and pitch coaching process, and were chosen to present by an independent panel. It's so great to see so many of the panelists joining us here tonight as well. You'll see on the screen that there is a place to ask questions. On my screen, it's just below my face. And to vote, you can vote there as well on the best one. So it's wonderful if you get involved in that as well. After we've heard from all 3 presenters, we're going to facilitate live pledging through the chat room. I'm going to give you more instructions when we get to that part of the program, but if you've not done this before, you are in for so much fun. I pretty much cry at every single one of these events because it is so wonderful. Let's meet our first presenter. Michaela Stafferci is the CEO and founder of Women Can Australia, which is created with the proceeds of Michaela's Maya Fellowship. Women Can helps isolated and vulnerable women reclaim their financial independence by connecting them to training, jobs, and women like them in their community. Please join me in welcoming Michaela to the screen.
Well, thank you, Jacinta, and hi, everybody. Thanks for coming tonight. I want to tell you a bit about our story. In winter of this year, we were called to do a job at a bedsit in Brunswick. We were there to fix an exploding toilet. When we arrived, we met Joan. She was the tenant, a 55-year-old woman who'd escaped domestic violence, and she was undergoing chemotherapy. Now, her toilet had been blocking for a while, but because she was so anxious at the thought of having a tradesman in her home, she'd let it go. Now, all of us know the horror when plumbing goes wrong, but let me tell you, because I was there, what we found was a room reeking of you know what all over the floor, and a mortified, just mortified, but very grateful woman. So I made Joan a cup of tea while our female plumber fixed the loo. Now, naturally, we got a mop and bucket, so she didn't have to worry about that. But we treated her with empathy and respect. And we even cracked a joke or two about Mount Vesuvius and her not trying hard enough. So who are we? We're Women Can. We're a facilities maintenance business by women and for women. Now, I'm not sure if you know this, but on any given night, there are nearly 75,000 vulnerable women living in crisis accommodation in Victoria. And their housing is provided by government and by charities and a little bit from the private market. But the occupants are a growing but largely invisible group of women. Now, these women are often traumatised, so they're reluctant to call for help when things break down. They will put up with broken ovens and broken heaters and blown fuses because they cannot deal with the thought of a man entering their home, even if that home is as simple as a bedroom in a rooming house. So we saw this gap and we built a female facilities maintenance crew. In fact, we've got 27 tradeswomen, cleaners and gardeners, and they're a mix of employees and subbies. And we mainly look after the crisis accommodation that I was speaking about before. Every day we look after women like Joan, and their backgrounds and their stories would really surprise you, because many of them look just like us. Now, the money from our social enterprise supports our vocational training pathway, where we help women rebuild their confidence, their connections, and their work capability. And some of those women come to work with us as cleaners and gardeners until their English improves enough for them to sit the TAFE admission test. All of them are paid above award wages. Our subbies get the chance to build their business with regular work from us, and we get to support our mission while providing employment and education pathways for women. And as we grow, we will be offering full employment for our tradies. Now, they've told us that they like to work with us because the job satisfaction they derive is enormous. Even when they are overrun with work, I have heard them to say, you know what, Michaela, we're just going to make it happen. They're genuinely invested in the outcome of the women that we help. And they have a clear purpose around exercising their trade skills without judgment. The women that we help are often the very ones who come into our training program. So you can see there's a clear link between sustainable and safe employment and training for women in places where they live and work and learn. So our aim is to take our social enterprise to scale. We know the model works. We've proved it. We've had it university evaluated, and we have been running as a sustainable business, generating a profitable revenue for nearly a year. Our next step is to target kindergartens, primary schools, and nursing homes. And our light on the hill is to do the facilities maintenance at the 2 women's prisons here in Victoria. Could you imagine that? We also want to target girls' schools. You know why? Because those girls grow into young women, and given the national shortage of skilled tradespeople, we would love them to see trades as a viable career choice. We've found a great need. We're ready to scale, and we know exactly how we would spend the money that we raise tonight. And how we're going to spend it is on expanding our social enterprise, because we want to give women a safe and functional place to live. It's the least they deserve. So to give you an idea, when you donate tonight, this is what the money will go towards. $5,000 will provide one of our tradeswomen with tools, equipment, and a steel lockbox. 25 grand would buy her a second-hand ute. So to finish off, we don't know where Joan is now. She's moved away from that bed sit. But what we do know is that she wasn't a number on some job sheet. She was a woman who mattered to us, and she was treated with kindness.
Oh, every single word, Michaela, has really affected me. Thank you so much. You will also see that in the chat there, you have affected a lot of people who have tuned in to hear about this work. Firstly, congratulations.
Oh,
I should say too that there is an opportunity for us to now ask Michaela questions. You can see that ask a question little thing down there at the bottom of the screen. And I'm very happy to ask your questions. Vote for the ones that you like. We've already got one for you, Michaela, and I've got many for you because I'm so inspired by what I've heard. The first thing, as founder, what was your motivation to start Women Can?
Well, can I say, it started out in recognition of this issue of older women's homelessness, actually. I bumped into a lady in the toilet at Yarraville Coles, and she was not thought disordered. She looked like us. She was well-dressed. But you know what? She was washing her hair in the sink. And it smacked me in the face because I hadn't seen poverty like that for a long time. And the situation was that she divorced. She didn't have any super. She'd been home looking after the kids. And so she found herself house sitting. But when she got caught short, she'd live in her car. And I thought to myself, there's got to be a better way to interrupt this pathway of women ending up in poverty. And of course, education and employment are the universal pathways. Of course, we all know that. But we've got a peer support wraparound, and that was what was unique. And that's what got us the Myer Innovation Fellowship. But you can't live on air when you're a charity. So that's why we set up the social enterprise. And it's been a lot of fun. I mean, we've seen a lot of stuff, but we just love what we do.
Oh, so good. Cynthia asked a question about that actually that I think is really interesting. How does being a social enterprise favour your organisation versus being a not-for-profit?
Well, I think it's the link to mission. You know, as a social enterprise, apart from the fact that we can register as social traders and all that sort of stuff, but we're very, very clear. We are unashamedly for-profit. We've got to make as much money as we can in this business and employ as many women as we can and get as many clients as we can, because then we can support the other work we do. So we can wear two hats. We can be sensible and philanthropic on the one hand and commercial on the other, and they fit beautifully together.
Fantastic. So many questions coming through. I'm going for the popular vote. This one is a question. Where do you hope women will be in 5 years, and then again 10 and 20? Have you got visions to discuss that?
Absolutely. We would love this model to be rolled out across Australia, where women can receive support from tradeswomen all over the country, particularly in regional areas. We'd love to take it to Asia Pacific, because there is so much need for women to have good trade skills and to have an income of their own. And so that's where we're planning. Our strategic plan is definitely to go national within the next 5 years. Right now, we're Melbourne-based with our business, but it's a lovely model. It applies anyway. It's very portable, you know. So wherever there's women and skilled tradeswomen, we bring them together.
There's so many questions, but I'll ask you just one more, and then I'm going to let you relax, Michaela, and hopefully we can do some great work in your name and for the organisation today. This question here from Jerome Fink. Can you elaborate a bit more about what you need the funds for? Is it to provide large items like cars for women, or smallish support for many women?
So that's a really good question. Thank you. It's a combination of both. So we need to scale. We need to get more equipment and more women on the road. We need to be clever about how we now go to scale. And so there's thinking around, the strategic plan, the business plan, the marketing, the margin, the competitor analysis, all that sort of theoretical stuff, which translates beautifully to reality. But we need tools and equipment and steel cap boots and, all of that kit that you can see in the picture here, Lani is wearing, so we need all of that stuff. And as we move to a full employment model, then the ladies won't have to bring it to themselves.
Well, I have to say it's an honour to meet you and to hear about that work and to hear that it happened in the toilet in a shopping centre. That's where inspiration can sometimes find us. Thank you so much, and I wish you enormous luck for tonight, and I'm sure we'll catch up at the end of this evening. So thank you, Michaela.
Thanks, Jacinda. Thanks, everyone.
Wow, this is what we're talking about. How incredible. I feel those goosebumps when you hear about work that's being done. That is just so exciting. Lots of great comments here. If you're there, Michaela, have a look through, because there's lots and lots of support and excitement for what people have just heard. Now we've got our second program, Hotel Etico. It's Australia's first social enterprise hotel. Its purpose is to deliver a fantastic holiday experience to guests that powers a program providing employment and independent living opportunities to people with intellectual disability. To tell us more, we have Andrea Comastri, the founder and director of Hotel Etico. Welcome, Andrea.
Thank you, Jacinta. And hi, everyone. My name is Andrea, and I am one of the founders and directors of Hotel Etico in Australia. Back in the 1970s, my friend Andrea, he was a child with Down syndrome who had no hope of having a fulfilled, included, and independent life. Andrea sadly passed away in his early 20s from health complications that back then were quite a common cause of death for a person with a disability. Thankfully, the world has changed a lot since then. There's better support, better understanding of the barriers faced by a person with a disability, and better health conditions. There's still a very, very long way to go yet. And the numbers in Australia are astounding. 1 in 5 Australians live with a disability. Every 2 hours, a child is diagnosed with an intellectual disability. And there are approximately 2 million Australians of working age who live with a disability. Amongst them, the disability is double that of the rest of the population. But what is particularly shocking is that in Australia, we rank 21st out of 29 OECD countries when it comes to labour force participations for people with a disability. Only a quarter of people with a disability works full time, and their income is half of that of the general population. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not acceptable. Now, try add COVID to the mix, and I'll just let you imagine the rest. Article 23 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights stipulates that work is a human right. And not only we believe that work is a human right at Etico, but we believe that it is the key to inclusion, to independence, and to a life of self-fulfillment. That is exactly what Hotel Etico is about. Hotel Etico is the first social enterprise hotel in Australia. We employ and train young people with an intellectual disability. We opened our first hotel in the Blue Mountains last year in November, not far from Sydney. Our trainees are employed and trained by a team of hospitality and disability professionals for a period of 12 months. They learn hospitality skills on the job, and they develop capacity for independent living in the Academy of Independence. The Academy of Independence is a dedicated apartment on site where they live, and they put in practice their skills that they learn on the job. At Etico, our trainees are front and center of the Hotel Etico experience. They speak to the public every day. They interact with guests. They are there, front and center. We partner with their families and to reinforce the skills that they learn on the job. And at the end of the program, we help them secure long-term employment. Etico is based on an international model, proven model, sustainable model that originated in Italy over a decade ago. The international network has already employed over 150 trainees around the world and has changed the attitudes of people towards employment with people with a disability for thousands of people around the world. We are focused on sustainability, and we're strong believers of the power of the social enterprise model. And for that reason, our hotels are projected to be self-sustaining within 3 years of opening. And when I say our hotels, it's because we have a very strong vision and clear vision in Australia, and that is of opening a hotel in every state and territory over the next decade. How can you help? Well, first of all, $1,000 donated helps us support the employment of a trainee for a month. $12,000 covers the entire program. But in addition to that, the unique thing about our social enterprise is that you can actually come and experience the change we're creating by yourself. Have direct experience. What you need to do, in addition to donating, is book a room, stay for a couple of nights, and I promise you will not regret it. Just what word of warning, though. It will be a little bit like a Hotel California for the heart experience. Once you check in, your heart will never get out. Now, ultimately, every dollar we raise will help us build our capacity to achieve better results for Australians with a disability. Put it this way, investing $12,000 in a young person with a disability for 12 months will provide them with the skills, the confidence, and the opportunities to no longer be a statistic and to become, just like you and me, a productive, fulfilled, and included member of our community for their entire lifetime. Not a lifetime of dependence and isolation, but a lifetime of productivity, of fulfillment, and of dignity. Hotel Etico was born with Nicolò in Italy. Nicolò was our trainee zero. Now Nicolò has a full-time job, lives independently, has a partner, has a lifetime partner, and more importantly than that, he has achieved his life dream of working in a hotel. What we're asking here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is to help us make more dreams become a reality for many more Australians with a disability. Thank you.
You caught me going, oh, that's so good. Andrea, I feel so lucky to hear about this work and how incredible this is.
Thank you.
I just, I'm in the wrong state. So you need to open up everywhere around.
No, you're not. We'll be next.
There. All right, let's do it.
Wherever you are.
It's not that far from where I am. As we have last time, there's an opportunity to ask Andrea some questions. We've got great questions already coming through. I've got some up my sleeve as well. Have you, there's a question here. Have you currently got trainees in the program post-exit lockdown?
Absolutely, yes. Unfortunately, over the last 4 months, we had to go in lockdown, but we've just returned to normal operations last week. In fact, a month ago, but the trainees have joined back last week. We have a big event this Saturday just to celebrate the coming together after hibernation, and the program is back online for our trainees. So we're very, very excited.
That is so exciting. A question here as well. What's different about Hotel Etico in Australia versus the Italian model and the model that you mentioned in other countries?
Very similar. The fundamentals and the values are exactly that. It's a social franchise around the world, effectively. And so the difference, I suppose, is about the revenue model. In Australia, we are lucky to have the NDIS, which we are an NDIS registered provider. And so it supports part of the support costs for us. And so that's a plus for us. But otherwise, the fundamentals, the principles are exactly the same.
Wonderful. Let me see. There's so many questions. I'll see which ones are the most popular right now. What have the trainees said? This is a question from Pay. What have the trainees said about their training and their experience living and working together?
Oh, they love it. They love it. Like, they were pestering us for the last month or so about, when are we coming back? When are we coming back? When are we coming back? And it's just amazing. They're the most authentic people I've ever met. And it's just a pleasure and an honor to help them achieve that objective of living independently. They love it, they enjoy it, and they know that they're treated like everybody else when they're a Hotel Etico.
And a wonderful question here too. Once they finish their traineeship, will they all continue working at Hotel Etico?
Possibly, yes. They need to earn it, obviously. They obviously the capacity of Hotel Etico to keep employing people within the hotel is limited. It's finite, but absolutely there will be opportunities. But in addition to that, we will support them in establishing relationships with other employers, and we're working on that as we speak, and we've been working on that for a while. And there will be a pathway to employment in other businesses.
I'm so interested in that. How receptive has the industry been to that sort of diversity, ensuring that there is that within their workplaces?
Yeah, there's definitely interest. There's been fantastic interest. There's a long way to go from a point of view of mainstream hospitality, and we that's our mission. Our mission is not just about transforming the lives of the individuals that we work with, but to transform the business sector and to transform the community. We want to change the attitude towards employment of people with disability for every person in Australia.
So good, so wonderful, so honored to hear about the work, and good luck tonight. I think it's going to be really fun. There's so much excitement for you, Andrea, on the side. Read the chat because there's some great feedback on there. Thank you so much for joining us. How fun. I'm so already swept up and excited by this work. Our third and final program for tonight is Green Fox Training Studio. It's Australia's first not-for-profit creative agency operating a training facility inside a high-security prison. Operating since 2019, they provide inmates with real-world employment and experience within the creative industries. Telling us about the program is Amanda Shepard, who's the Managing Director at Green Fox Studio. Welcome, Amanda.
Good evening. Hi. Children living in Australia's most disadvantaged communities don't have the social and economic resources they need. These children are not only neglected and abused, they often collectively experience unemployment, homelessness, and mental health issues. As a result, they're pushed into early contact with the criminal justice system, costing our community $500,000 for each child every year. The detrimental impact of youth detention is well known. These are adult-style prisons that lock up children as young as 10 in order to promote confinement and control. They're stripping these kids of the essentials required for healthy development, academic opportunities, and activities that contribute to developing decision-making and critical thinking skills. The incarceration of children needs to stop. We're Green Fox Training Studio, a creative agency teaching graphic design, illustration, animation, 3D modeling, and more. And we've already trained over 164 men inside a high security prison where we've helped them turn their lives around. Many have gone from addiction, homelessness, violence, and incarceration into meaningful employment or further education. And in the last 12 months, 29 of our trainees have been released back into the community, and only one has reoffended, which is a far cry from the current rate of reoffending, which sits at 47%. Many of these men have come from a life of disadvantage. Some were raped, manipulated, and abused before winding up in the criminal justice system. They celebrated their 18th birthdays in detention, which is the only community that they ever felt a part of, before they were moved into an adult prison. Now take a moment to imagine just how terrifying that transition would be for an 18-year-old who's still very much a child. We've had these kids sit in front of us sobbing uncontrollably while trying to hide their tears for fear of others seeing their pain as a sign of weakness. And so we want to do something about it. We're on a mission to stop these kids from being caught up in the cycle in the first place. So we're establishing a training facility right here in Brisbane, catering specifically for disadvantaged and at-risk youth. We'll use our proven training techniques to give these young people real-world skills, support and mentoring, thereby increasing their opportunities of finding long-term employment. Green Fox Training Studio is perfectly placed for scaffolding restorative justice in collaboration with other holistic support services. Our program will provide opportunities for youth in various stages of the justice system, providing a diversion from crime, after sentencing, and upon release from custody. Jumpstart for Youth is our purpose-built learning platform, and it will be run by our team of professionals, which includes 2 employees who have personally experienced the ordeal of incarceration, and 3 from disadvantaged backgrounds who understand some of the challenges that these young people face. We'll welcome participants into our fully self-funded studio, where we provide high-quality corporate marketing and advertising design work and mentor them in completing live client jobs that will give them real-world work experience. But to do this, we now need your financial support to expand our office space, purchase additional computers, for training program costs, and for counselling support. Your contribution will go a long way in a short time. You'll help us save the community more than $10 million in just 12 months, and to create safer and more inclusive communities for all of us. We know from experience that our system works, but with your help, we can do this together, and we can do this now. Thank you.
Thank you so much as well. Incredible to hear, Amanda, that work. And you'll see on the side there a lot of support for you this evening as well. I'm going to cough really quickly. We've got some questions for you though, Amanda. If you have, you know where to find the place to ask questions. I actually want to kick off with a question for you. What's inspired you to tackle such a big societal problem, and why do you feel it is your particular role? What called you to this work?
Look, at Green Fox Studio, we genuinely believe that everyone plays a part in society, and I'll never forget 5-6 years ago watching a documentary, and I suppose I can't say on what channel, on what that documentary was, but it's needless to say that documentary, it changed the course of my life. Kelly and I were working together at the time, and I felt very much that the skills that we had as graphic designers, we'd spent 25 years perfecting these skills, that we could use these skills to help youth and to help people at a place of disadvantage to be able to, just break free. And so I said, hey, Kelly, let's do this. And she said yes. And ever since then, we've done it.
I love it. It's such an incredible a process of thinking to think, you know what, we can use our skills in something absolutely removed in some ways and insert it in a place that's required. It's incredible. There's a question here from Juanita Wheeler who said, it's amazing. Is there something special about graphic design that makes it the ideal vehicle for helping these vulnerable youth and the people who have experienced incarceration?
Look, absolutely. And that's a fantastic question, Juanita. Graphic design offers the ability. What we found when we initially went into the criminal justice system was that there were so many intelligent, creative people incarcerated that had no idea that technology could provide them with new opportunities. What we find is that, you know, combined with art therapy, you know, which creativity is a therapy in its own right, we can provide them with that kind of therapy that they can do in their own time. And we can provide them with a skill set that when they come out, they can actually work from home. They can work from an office if they wanted. There's all of these opportunities for them that they would not otherwise have. They can set up their own micro businesses. And whilst they're in there, we've found so many people working on developing their own little business plans, their logo designs, their branding, etc. And the beautiful thing about what we do is that they can do that incognito. So they actually don't need to come out and say, hey, I've got a criminal conviction. So, you know, would you like to give me a job? Because we all know that that actually doesn't happen.
That's an incredible aspect of this. There's a question here. It's come up a couple of times in different ways, but it's around the role. Amazing work. Amanda, could you talk more about your prevention role and how that works and fits in with your work with men in prison?
Okay, so our model is slightly more complex in that we actually operate a social enterprise externally of the prison, and then we operate a not-for-profit inside of the prison. And so the way in which we prevent incarceration is by offering opportunities to people once they're released from prison. And we can actually do that in our social enterprise. And this year we've already employed 3 former prisoners who are the most amazing employees that you could ask for. But is also the fact that, and what we want to see in the youth program is that the people that we employ already have lived experience. They already understand the barriers that these kids actually face. And not only that, that the prisoners inside already face. So yeah, that's the model.
Yeah. And it is. It's incredible that complexity that you're able to bring this idea. One more quick question for you. It's a cute one. Cynthia Nadai has asked, what is the genesis of the name?
That's a long story.
Tell us all about it.
Okay, so like I said, 5 or 6 years ago, I watched this incredible documentary. It changed my life, and And Kelly and I were working together. And at the time, we were juggling multiple roles as mums, as you know, as graphic designers, working in a corporate world, etc. And we would work on jobs through the night. So we'd work on corporate tenders and submissions and things like that through the night. And yes, we probably looked terrible the next day, but at the same time, what we would do is they would deliver us, you know, the work that they needed. And then we'd assemble this amazing team of mums to work on it overnight, and we'd deliver it to them the next morning, which was, you know, was our night foxing, right? And at the same time, there was this opportunity to work inside of a prison. And for those of you that don't know, prisoners in Australia, they don't wear orange jumpsuits. They wear green. And so we became green foxes, and I'm a super greenie, and it just all tied in. So
I think I'm really glad that question got asked. And I have to say, there's a lot of pressure, Amanda, for you to reveal the name of the documentary.
Which documentary?
The one that inspired your whole existence.
Okay, am I allowed to? Am I allowed to do that? Okay, so it was a Four Corners documentary.
Yes.
It was on the ABC a few years ago, and it highlighted what was going on. Sorry, every time I think about this documentary, I get super emotional. It highlighted what was going on in youth detention in the Northern Territory, and I was mortified that this was happening in my country, and and so I was determined that we were going to change the world. And so here we are, changing the world.
You actually are changing the world. And what a wonderful, wonderful thing to not only feel the inspiration and being moved by something, but then look at where you are. Congratulations. And please have a look at all the messages that have come through. So much excitement for your work as well. I feel like we are so lucky tonight to be hearing about this. Thank you so much and good luck. I hope that we can do some work for you this evening.
Thank you so much.
So good. Woo! That is some incredible work that is being done. Innovative approaches to building inclusive, fair, and sustainable societies. So let us see if we can behave in the same way, be working together inclusively, pool our resources, and help fund part of these fantastic social enterprises. All right, that was fantastic, and now this is equally as exciting. The pledging works this way. We're going to hear from an advocate for each program. They're going to tell you why they support the program, the organisation, and they're going to kick off the pledging. Then we're going to open up to everyone watching. So if you would like to make a pledge, simply enter your name in the chat here and the amount you would like. And you do that in the chat box. I'm going to read it out, and then we see amazing graphics happen on the screen as well, where the bar graph goes up. Don't worry if I'm miscalling your name. We'll go back through the chat box and make sure that everyone's pledge is counted. But I'm good. I'm real good at this. So it is wonderful. We're going to go through each program in the same order that they presented. So save your pledge until we're collecting for that particular program. And then when we're done, we'll do a quick second round in case anyone wants to make final pledges. All pledges are tax deductible. Pledges start from just $100. And if you're a bit shy, you can text your pledge to the number that's going to be posted on the chat room in just a second. I'm not very good. It'll happen. There it is. There's the number. And we welcome contributions, of course, large and small, because this is about coming together and doing this as a community. And we can make a big difference when we do this together. Thank you so much to the generous contribution of the English Family Foundation and the Snow Foundation. The first $15,000 pledged for each program is going to be matched. And so that means you'll see your pledge double on the screen, up to an incredible $45,000. There's nothing more exciting than that, can I tell you? When you pledge something and then it's double on the graph, very exciting. Right then, let's start with Women Can. Please welcome the advocate for this program, Lani Verdi. Lani is an A-grade electrician who runs an amazing business. She's been with the Women Can social enterprise from the beginning and has not only attended to the electrical works that they've sent out, but she's met many of the women that they help. Please welcome Lani.
Thanks, Jacinta. My name is Lani. I'm an A-grade electrician. I own and operate an electrical contracting business, Lani the Sparky. I've worked with Women Can from the beginning, together with my apprentice, Audrey. We service the rooming houses and other crisis accommodation where vulnerable women live. It's fair to say that we've seen it all. The women that we visit are often anxious, fearful, and suspicious of allowing any stranger into their rooms. With the trauma they have suffered, the last person they want on a ladder is a bloke. I love working with Women Can and the women we support because we are providing a reliable, trustworthy, and compassionate service at their darkest times. We usually have a laugh with the girls, and it makes me proud to know they have a better place to live because we have been there. With that being said, I'd like to kick off the pledging with $300 and to thank you all in advance for your generosity.
That's incredible. So we start with 300, just plugging in my technical stuff there. And so now what we do is we ask for your support for this program. As you can see, that 300 has jumped already to 600. So let us do this. Women can. I've already got one down here. First pledge from Lani, of course. And then Jason says $100, please. And thank you very much. Well, Marion Webster, good to know you're out there in the ether. Thank you. $1,000 for Women Can this evening. And as you know, it is so exciting as we see already $2,800. Helping Hand Giving Fund, thank you very much. $300 pledged for Women Can this evening. Julie says, I'll match you $100, Jason. Can't hang a picture. Very good, Julie. I get to know you more and more every time we get together. Wonderful advocate statements, says Jerome as well. Annie and Peter Duncan give $1,000 and will match a further $1,000. So there's $1,000. And if you want to throw some on the table, they are going to say, yeah, we will match you for a further amount. Collins and Sion is $500 for Women Can. Heather Moorcroft from Spark Strategy, $350 for Women Can. Renata Singer, thank you, Renata, $800. Lindsay McDonald, thank you, Lindsay, $100. $100 from Green Fox Studio. Good on you, Amanda. Tanya Stavavoy is $300. Thank you, Tanya. Jerome says, hi, Lindsay. I'll match your $100. Thank you, Jerome. Vashirata Foundation have a text of proxy, so we'll match $1,000, which means that I do believe we go back to the wonderful match that we had earlier, Annie and Peter. There we go. That's fantastic. Kupal from Spark Strategy donating $300 to Women Can. Thank you very much. $100 from me, who is Andrea. And if you service the Blue Mountains, we will always need a Sparky. I love it. Marie Davidson, thank you, $1,000. Louise, Spark Strategy, $350 for Women Can. Thank you, Louise. Michael Webster, hello, Michael, $1,000 for Annie and Peter Duncan to match for Women Can. I love it. $500 from Katrina Sparkle, best ever for all our sisters out there. That's how I feel. It's very emotional. Anne Gripper and Diana Benny, $200. Thank you very much. Collaboration, this is what it's all about. It is finding out what is out there. Oh, my goodness. And then you turn around and there's $21,000 that has been raised, which is very exciting. And we're doing that obviously through this incredible support this evening where our funding is being matched up to $15,000. So we actually have more matched funding that we can just enjoy. John Grem has just written, John Grem. Grenshaw, what's happening, John? Are you okay out there? Alan and Tessa English has said, as part of our family foundation, our eldest daughter, Claire, wishes to donate $1,000 if this can be matched by any other families with children overseas. That's a compelling request. $200 from Lisa and Jasper. Brilliant work. A little sip of water. It's really very visceral, isn't it? I apologize. $23,400 for Women Can this evening. Louise Burton, $200. Thank you, Louise. And look at that. Bada bing, doubled, which is very exciting. Are we going to match beautiful Claire's donation? Are you a child? Are you overseas? Would you like to? John Grenshaw, there you go. John Grenshaw pushed enter too early, and I'm very glad, John, that we got back because $400, thank you very much. Julie's put down a proxy, $500 from the Camla watching party. Are you having the curry? Is it delicious? I'd like to know. Love the model, says Belinda Morrissey, $100. Thank you very much. I do have a daughter overseas in the US, $100 for a part of your match, Alan and Claire. That is beautiful. Annabelle, thank you. That's exactly what you've got. I'm pleased you have water. I know. We talk about this every time, Andrea. I think I have a thing now where I've got an unconscious need to cough. Diane Clifton, thank you, Diane. $1,000 for Women Can. Alan says, thank you, Annabelle. I love it when you talk to each other and I'm your voice. That's my favorite bit. Julie says, I have a sister, Claire, overseas, so $100 for me as well. Bill, and $500 from the Mary Nissen family watching party, coming to you live from the south coast of New South Wales. Amazing work. Women can. Bill, you sound like you're, DJ. I love it. Also, Sue has a daughter overseas. Hasn't finished your sentence there, Sue. I have parents overseas, says Alex, $100 from me. We're getting there surely and wonderfully from your wonderful support. Oh, gosh. And there's just, constant shifts and changes as to whether we might be seeing those families. Can you imagine? We're at $29,400, which is, quite frankly, very exciting. We know that we will have match funding up until $30,000. So if you want the thrill of seeing your dollar amount getting doubled, because there's nothing quite like a graph, let me tell you. Kristen, $100 for my parents overseas. Alex, did I say that one? You've got parents. I think I did. Yes. Thank you, Alex. $29,600 is what we're doing for Women Can. I feel excited by this so very much. Cynthia Nadai, thank you, Cynthia, who asked excellent questions this evening. I appreciate that as well, Cynthia. $500 from you. Sue says, I can't see the message from my home. I don't know what's happening. Sue, that is the wildest message. Hard. $100 for my daughter in London. We love you, Sue. We know what you mean, and we say thank you. Peter Duncan. Yes, Peter, I think it's only you, so you just have to refresh if you can hear me. Heather and Bill, who are a wonderful team, $1,500. Thank you, Heather and Bill. Wonderful. Maxine Gross, $500 for Women Can. Liz Berry from the GMG Foundation. Via John Grenshaw, who wrote the whole thing out, including brackets. Well done, John. Sue, look what you've done again. Stop it. Lahing here while blushing. Mostly good. Please hit the refresh button if you're frozen, and we won't sing that song. There we go. It's very good. $32,400. Like, that's how much fun this is. It happens like that. This is better than anything you will do in the next, 12 months, 24 months. It's just so much fun. We are so lucky to be here. Bill, I like the way you roll. Being told to go harder, another $500. Bill, good work. Whoever's encouraging you to go harder, I think we need to know about that. Whoever's your right-hand person, the Mary Nissen watching party, things are going down over there. Very good. Hello. I hope you're eating the curry and having a wonderful time. John and Leslie, Heather and Bill, very good to see you, says Julie. I don't need to voice that, but I begin and then it's hard not to keep saying it. $32,900. We will do a second round. Lovely to see Michael Webster. $400 for my daughter in Brisbane. That's like being overseas. Yes. 200 Ks down the road at the moment is like being overseas. So thank you, Michael. Another $1,000 from the Vasudhara Foundation. Thank you very much. Heather and Bill are enjoying the curry. How exciting again was it to get the wonderful curry in the mail? $34,300 this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are. Time is irrelevant these days. We will be coming back and raising more money. Well, having another opportunity to support each organization. But are we all done, as they say in the professional business? Are we all silent? Are you feeling like you, for this round? No. Then the Peel Fund say, no, we are not done. Please, $2,000. And I love your decimal place with your other 2 zeros. It looks wonderful written in that way. And it is wonderful. Thank you so much. Incredible. And $36,300 is now where we find ourselves. We have matched the match funding. Nick has said, go harder, people. Nick, are you the voice there? As Michael Webster matched us, we'd better match his latest for our daughter, says Peter Duncan, overseas. So Annie and Peter, we salute your beautiful child, $400. Love a little matchy match, wearing outfits that are the same. $36,700. Share your images on social, says B. Kate's, hello, B. Gratitude curry, hashtag it. I will have a look and see if there are some nice curries going on. $36,700. Should we make it a lovely round number before we move to our next wonderful project, Hotel Etico? Right now, women can. Are you like me and Julie? You know Julie from TFN. She finds it very hard to have numbers that aren't exactly even. But that's, that's neither here nor there. Just wondering. Yes, she does. She does. She's so wonderful in so many ways, but has a couple of things that we love to support with her. But if that's not how we're feeling, that's not how we're feeling. $36,700, Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. That is just kindness bursting out of you. That means that we go to a lovely $40,000 before we move on. Oh no, we don't. 37,000 is actually where we find ourselves. My maths was never my strong point. Snow Foundation would love to give $1,000. This is what's just so delightful. You think it's all happened, and then look at that. I don't know why that only went up 700, but there must be a reason. $37,700. Is that to just momentarily cause Julie to scratch? I'm not sure. How wonderful. Louise Spark Strategy needed to give another $100. Thank you. Thank you. How wonderful. $37,800. We're so close. I need a glass of wine. It is. It's so exciting. We should be pitching this to the major networks. Can you imagine just having a chat? I guess that's what they used to do with the telethons, wasn't it? We're basically doing a telethon right now. And hopefully someone will dance for us at the end. That's always our hope. Okay, I think we're at a very beautiful and wonderful point. We will come back when you find those thousands of dollars in your pocket and you think, oh, that's right. I've got 15,000 extra. I'll throw it down. We'll do that in a moment. We'll have a quick second round with each of the organizations. Okay. It's time to take a breath. But as we've been told this evening, Bill's right on it. Go harder. Is the way we're feeling today. Let's raise some money for Andrea and Hotel Etico. The advocate is Tracy Lee Aristides. Tracy Lee has a long-standing career in the disability sector and is one of the founders of Etico in Australia and has experienced as well Etico in Italy. Welcome, Tracy. Tracy's coming. I'm vibing. There she is.
Here I am.
Hello.
Hi, Jacinta. Oh, thank you, Jacinta, and Andrea as well. I'm the mother of a young woman, a beautiful young woman with Down syndrome, and like every parent, I want her to take her place in the world, to belong and to be happy. But I know that for many Australians with intellectual disability, their place is marked by isolation and loneliness, and by being locked out of meaningful work because of their disability. I've been involved with Hotel Etico since I first visited the hotel in northern Italy about 6 years ago. And what I saw was an immersive program of living, working and learning that embraced the whole person, the whole family and the whole community. In disability, we often say, if you can't see it, you can't be it. And when I was in Italy, I was chatting to Nicola, the young man with Down syndrome, who at that stage was the senior waiter. And I said to him, through our translator, you must really love your job here. And he said, no, I am so bored with waiting table. I want to be a sommelier. And the last I heard, that's exactly what he was training to do. From the Academy of Independence to the way the local community in Mount Victoria has embraced the trainees, Hotel Etico is unique in Australia and it's already making a difference. It's important and it's very new. It needs support and encouragement to help it grow and help it continue making a difference for people with intellectual disability to step into their place in our world and our community. And I'm hoping that you will help us do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tracy Lee. Lovely to hear from you, and such a wonderful experience to share with us tonight. So I thank you so much. Already, Tracy Lee's throwing down $250 for Hotel Etico, which means we very excitingly see that the $500. It's not a very satisfying graph. Let me just tell you that. I'm hoping that that's going to fix itself momentarily, because you come for the programs, you stay for the graph. It is just exciting. Aquila Abdeen, 355 Spark Strategy. Thank you very much for Hotel Etico. $200 for Hotel Etico from Renata. Thanks, Renata. $250 as well from Catherine Smithson. Sorry, Catherine. Sometimes I don't get it right. $2,000 there. I'm not happy with that graph. Marie Davidson, $250. Thank you so much, Marie. Wonderful. I'll match Renata, says Michael, because he's had a glass of wine and he's feeling ready to go, but he's going to raise her 100. Hang on. So let me think about what happened. Renata said 200. So Michael's going to throw down 300. Correct, Mundo? Carla Stalteri, who loves Hotel Etico, has decided to pledge $500. Thank you so much. Heather Moorcroft from Spark Strategy, a weirdly specific $390 for anyone else who is ready for their Hotel Etico stay. I love weird and specific. It's what we love to do here. It's all happening here. All right. So Renata has said, thank you. I will go another 100. Fantastic. Amanda Shepard, who we've just seen already this evening, is out there and doing it for Green Fox Studio, putting $100 in there. Thank you. Everyone is happy. Collis, $500 for Hotel Etico. Thank you so much. Louise Burton for Hotel Etico, brilliant enterprise, $750. Belinda Morrissey, $200 if it can be matched by others who are ready to get back to travel. That is the best call out I've ever seen, because that is every single one of us. We love the idea. $100 from the Stafraci family, I betcha. Yes. No, we love you, Louise. Thank you. $110 to run up the weird specific. This is how we're a community, Kudzai. Thank you very much. Michaela is saying thank you. No, Andrea is thanking Michaela. It's beautiful. $250 from me and $500 from Parkour Consulting. Thank you, Emily Carr. That's an enormous $750. $100 from Julie. This model gives me goosebumps and I can't wait to visit. I so agree with you. Mangala, Helping Hand Giving Fund, $300 for Hotel Etico. Thank you very much. Tracy Lee says, come and visit. Hello. Catherine says, let's get this show on the road. Another $1,000. I love it when you get, a little excited at this point. Thank you very much, Catherine. It's called Going Hard this evening. Rachel Black, $100 from the Rachel RW collection. Apologies. Thank you very much. Kupal and Spark Strategy donating $200 to Hotel Etico. Go, Andrea. Jerome Fink, $200, matching Belinda. Love a match. Belinda, I miss travel too and can't wait to stay at Hotel Etico. $100 from B. $250 for Hotel Etico from Rod. Michael Webster, $250 if someone will match him. Leslie Grenshaw, thank you, Leslie, $500. Annie and Peter Duncan, where would we be without you? They've said, we think this is a wonderful initiative and would like to give $2,000. Our graph is suddenly looking very wonderful. You know that we've got match funding that we are enormously excited about. Alan and Tessa English, $500 on behalf of my brother, who suffers from mental health disability. Fantastic. Thank you, Alan and Tessa. Ali Lim, such a fantastic enterprise. The Lim Family Foundation would like to support with $1,000. Thank you. $250, I'll match you, Michael Webster. How's the curry, Andrea? I know you put it on the stove. Thank you, Michael Webster, Andrea, friends forever. Having watched the struggles experienced but slightly disabled family member, Katrina Sparkle hopes you are coming to Melbourne soon. $500 to match Belinda as we start to make travel plans. Absolutely. Donating $710. Oh, that's for later. Matt, we'll have to do that later on. And I love weird and specific. That's what we're all about. Thank you, Matt. Oh, see if we can remember that one for our wonderful people working in the technology area of this computer. Bill's back. This community is so underestimated. Hotel Etico will change that. $1,000. Thank you very much. Amazing. Andrea's having a great time. It's lovely to imagine Andrea. And Gripper, $300. Andrea's loving her curry and would love a red. Michael, if you could pop over there. Sandra Solteri wants in on the action and will donate $2,000 if she can get a match. Oh, so exciting. Who's ready to throw down $2,000? Love you, Sandra, says Andrea. That's a lot of love, a lot of O's. But can Sandra get a match? If you would like to text your pledges, you can at 0447 655 245. Currently, we're at 27,310. Oh, here we go. Beautiful Annabelle has said the US one was a disability support worker and loves Hotel Etico. This is $100 from her. Thank you, Annabelle, and your lovely child for that this evening. We're looking for a match. The wonderful Sandra is looking for a match. It's $1,000. Friendship is built on the community that if you pledge together, you stay together. That's the new mantra for philanthropy cruise. This is what happens if you don't put up pledges. I just keep talking. $27,510. Oh, Heather and Bill, $1,000 for half a match for Sandra, which is wonderful. Thank you. Half is a great way to go. Who would like to be the other half of Heather and Bill to then become one with Sandra? It's a lot of people, but it's worth it for sure. 29,510. You know, we are very close to reaching our match funding this evening, where we had $15,000, which is incredible. 29,510 schmackaroonies is what we'll call it. Matches can come on all shapes and sizes. I've just had another anonymous match for the $1,000. Thank you, Anonymous. Anonymous is a wonderful contributor. Thank you. Louise from Spark Strategy says $200. Cannot wait to stay at Hotel Etico. I know, I'm excited. $100 from Lisa, Jasper, and cousin Josie. Thank you, Lisa Jones, very much. How fantastic is this? 33,055 is where we are this evening. Cynthia Nadai, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. $500, Hotel Etico. Thank you, Cynthia. Bill is like getting behind Anonymous. Thank you very much. 33,555, which is a very powerful number. Such a joy to give to Hotel Etico and can't wait to stay. $1,000. Anyone want to join me too? Georgina Byron there. Lovely to know Tracy Lee is out there too, enjoying the incredible support. $100 from the King family, looking forward to travel. And Liz Berry, through John Grenshaw, through the paradigm of John, has pledged $400. Thank you very much. Which kicks us into a weird zone, but a zone I'm not afraid to be in. $200 for Hotel Etico. Hannah from SIFA, thank you very much, Hannah. Wonderful. Takes us there to, we're doing very nicely this evening. Isn't it fun? Is Michael Webster okay? Does he need more wine? You know, we're here to support such things. And if we're ready to move on, I'm ready to feel that. Andrea, lovely. So nice to know that you're in this virtual world with us. It feels like we're all together in a very strange way. Okay, we will do a second round, as I mentioned before. $34,255 is incredible. Jerome Fink is doing the job of an angel, $145. And he's done that, and we know why. We don't have to go over Julie's feelings, but we are grateful very much, Jerome, for giving us $34,400. Everyone appreciates it, Jerome. Actually, Julie is not alone in her particular experience of the world. I'm with Julie, I have to say. Thank you for that. That is wonderful. $34,400 is certainly an incredible place for us to be. As I said, we'll pop back nearing the end of, at the end, we'll go around again. But congratulations. What an exciting thing that we've already been able to achieve. Okay, let's see now. Hang on, Kupal, donating an additional $100. I love it. There's like a twist at the end of a long series and you've thought you know who the killer is. You don't. There's another $100. Lewis here. Joe Hastings, I don't know. Is Lewis, you've jumped on Joe's thing. We'll find out more about that as that storyline develops in just a moment. Hotel Etico, so nice, Andrea. Oh, it's so nice to see you there. All right. We have seen Amanda pop up in many ways this evening, not only as telling us the wonderful job. Aquila, $115 from Spark Strategy. We thank you so much. You got in just at the end there. The credits had rolled. And you said, no, there's an ending that no one was prepared for. You have thrown us a curveball, but we love a curveball. $34,615. Thank you so much for that this evening. All right, we will come back. So if you've got a little bit of something, we can definitely deal with that in just a moment. But it is time for us to concentrate and focus on the wonderful work of Amanda and the Green Fox Studio. Let's invite their advocate, David Clausens. David came to work in their prison studio. He spent the duration of his time employed by Green Fox Studios, and it is an absolute pleasure to have him as their advocate after being released 3 weeks ago. David, so warmly welcome.
Thank you, Jacinta. So you've heard from Amanda about her motivation and experiences within the criminal justice system. And I'm here with a lived experience to tell you how critical it is that we focus more on our young and vulnerable people within this space. I struggled immensely when I was imprisoned. There was no purpose to each day, and the incredible nothingness is difficult to describe. My mental health declined sharply, and I watched as others around me turned to further criminality and addiction to cope. Discovering Green Fox Studio completely changed my time. The opportunity and the purpose to each day that Green Fox Studio provided would go on to change my life. Concrete cells and proximity to other highly criminalized individuals eviscerate the chances that our young and vulnerable people might recover from such a setback early in life. It's time to make a change. Amanda and Kelly at Green Fox Studio have the experience to do this, and their youth training platform is the first step. So I'm here today advocating for Green Fox Studio. It's important that we create better outcomes for prisoners and vulnerable young people. By doing this, we are creating a better, more inclusive society. I'm going to get us started with pledging $300 towards this life-changing program. So let's do our part in making our community a safer, more just place to live. Thank you.
Incredible. Thank you. That is such a great way. And as you can see, we love the doubling. Thank you so much, David, for such a incredible sharing of your story. It is really exciting. As Alan and Tessa have both said, wow, what a powerful testimony. So let us honor the work. Green Fox Studios that we heard earlier with Amanda. If you would like to pledge, I am ready and raring to make that graph sing. Let's see how we go. Do not let me wax lyrical while your suggestions are coming through. There we go. Thank you, Alan and Tessa. $500. What a powerful testimony. Thank you. I did say that, but it's lovely. Thank you very much. $1,600 already for Green Fox Studios. Lewis here. Can't believe kids my age, 12, are in jail. And we have to change this. P.S. I love to draw. Lewis, how nice to have you join us this evening. Thank you very much. And giving us a little bit of insight into your life as well. This is so inspiring, David, and thank you for sharing 250. It looks like million, Louise Burton, but I don't think you're giving us 250 million. If you are, though, I just want to leave that open as a question. If you might need to clarify whether you decided to go on that route. I'm not going to, I'm not here to not make that happen. $400. Thank you, Lewis. That is, it's so good that you're joining us and that you are also contributing to that change. Thank you so much. The wonderful helping hand, $600 for Green Fox Studio. Andrea, $100 from Andrea. Inspiring work. Thank you. $250 for Green Fox Studio. Smiles, says Rod. $100. Thank you, Tracy Lee, for Green Fox Studios. Brilliant work. Thanks for sharing, David. Well done. Liz Berry, $300. Thank you so much. $100 from Bower Birds for Green Fox. Amazing work. Thank you very much. Rebel, what a great name. $5,800, just like that. As we know, there is match funding as well for Green Fox Studio. So every amount that you pledge will be doubled until we hit 30,000, because we've got $15,000 worth of match funding, which is just delightful and incredible. Wonderful. Leslie Grenshaw. Thank you, Leslie. $500. Let's add the $710. That's right. For Spark Strategy, pledged a bit earlier. That's where the professionals, we rely on them so much. Thank you for remembering that. Amazing work by Green Fox, $100. Anyone want to match, says Ellie. I love a little provocation for matching. $400 from Michael Webster for Green Fox if someone matches me. I know Andrea likes to do a little match with you, Michael. Let's see what happens there. Is there someone else that wants to go with Michael Webster on this one? $100 from the Staffraci family. Love the model. Kupal, wonderful. Thank you, Kupal, from Spark Strategy, donating $200 to Green Fox. And look at that. $9,620 already. Sarah Goddard, $210. What an incredibly important program. Well done, Green Fox Studio and team. I love specific numbers. Sarah, thank you very much. Hannah Miller, $200 from Green Fox Studio. That's from Narima and Hannah. $100 matching. Ali, says Alex, for all the young people who should not be in prison. John Grenshaw, who has done a very good job in getting it all out. $400. Thank you, John. The wonderful Peel Fund. Oh, I liked your decimal last time, Peel Fund. $2,000. Thank you so much. Incredible. Anti-recidivism, which I'm sure Bill gave me as a trick, but it's important. Hard to say, but important to change. $1,000 from our watching party if someone will match us. I love it. I'll match Ali. $100 from Belinda. Thank you, Belinda. Annie and Peter Duncan will match the $400 from Michael Webster. We are a team. This is so good. Fantastic. So we're waiting for the whole party is waiting for a match. Will you promise that there'll be a dance with the team eating the curry if there's a match? Lovely Kelly there. So thank you so much, everybody. $16,440. We have match funding to take us all the way to $30,000. Thank you, Annie, says Michael Webster. Love to catch up sometime soon. Okay. I'm up for it as well. So if that's where, name a time. We'll all hang out. Annie and Peter will also match the $1,000 from Bill. Thank you very much, Annie and Peter. Are you hanging out with Michael? No, hang on. Thanks, Annie and Peter. Oh, no, Bill. You might want to see Bill. Thank you. Very good. Bill's happy, which is great. Says the clapping emoji. $20,440. Can you see how wonderful $92,855 looks as a combined total? This is a Thursday night. You know, other people are probably playing squash, or what else do you do on a Thursday night? Maybe go for a run. We're not doing that. We are raising money as a community. Heather Moorcroft from Spark Strategy, but this is a personal pledge. $350 to be matched by anyone else who loves the Green Fox logo. I love that, Heather. Inspiring and how pertinent that it is about the logo. $100 from me and my graphic designer, fiance. Wonderful, Rachel. Thank you for that. $20,640. Sadly, we have to leave, but we'd like to give another $1,000 for this wonderful work. Thank you, Peter Duncan. Very much appreciate it. I know you had a 7:15 leave time, so we appreciate your extra 7 minutes. Good luck. I hope you have a lovely evening, you and the team. Thank you so much for your wonderful, warm contributions this evening. And as Julie says, thank you, Peter and Annie. Have a wonderful night. $100 from Anonymous. We love Anonymous. Thank you very much. $100 because of the amazing model and Amanda's passion. Thank you, Jessica. And Akwi, thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your story, David. Amanda, your connection to creating change in the system is profound. That's from Spark Strategy. Jerome loves the logo. Good on you, Jerome. $350 to get excited, as we should. $100 from Jazz and Lisa. What a good team you are out there, Lewis and Jazz and Lisa. Fantastic. Is everyone required to pledge $1,000 before they leave? Yes, Nick. And is that you doing that? Or is that just a question? You'll have to clarify. I still don't know whether 250 million was pledged before. $480 Spark Strategy. Thank you, Akwi. Not only your beautiful comment, but then also that wonderful pledge. $100 because David is so impressive. I wish you the best, David. I hope you'll join me. I think there was more to that text. I hope you'll join me. And there's more. Not David, I hope you'll join me. Cynthia Nadai, $500 for Green Fox. Thank you very much. $25,800 for Green Fox Studios. How incredible. $99,215 this evening. We will have a chance, as I said, just to quickly go through each of those programs again to see what we might be able to rustle up. But how incredible. $26,800 raising for Green Fox Studios. You saw the incredible passion from Amanda this evening. TFN Jacinta, what a fabulous evening. Oh, thank you, Heather. That's lovely. $1,500. Green Fox, Heather and Bill. Incredible. Thank you very much. $1,500. That takes us to $29,800. I recall the incredibly moving and disturbing documentary as well, says Tanya, as Stain on Australia's Heart, $300. Thank you, Tanya. You've been wonderful this evening. $30,200. Incredible. It's very exciting to be here and sharing, and not only these wonderful stories, but the incredible support and love and excitement for the work that is being done in our name. Green Fox Studios, we're at $30,200. We will, if we're all done and silent, but every time I say that, the story, the narrative arc is just yet to be revealed. There we go. I love it, Kupal. You do a very good job of that. $340 from Spark Strategy. Love the passion and story behind Green Fox. Thank you very much. Takes us to $30,540. It's strange and wonderful and specific numbers that we've been dealing with today. That's the kind of people we are. That's how we roll. That's our community, logo, if we're going to have one. Specific numbers. Georgina. Oh, yes. Amazing model. Happy to give $1,000 from Snow Go Green Fox. Oh, no, from Snow. I apologize. Go Green Fox. Let's go team. Tracy Lee, $100 from my daughter, Franny, who is also an artist. Thank you, Franny. So nice to have families joining us around, the warmth of the computer screen. Louise says, I love the passion from Amanda. It's genuine and heartfelt. So great to share, Louise. Spark Strategy, we wish you all the best and would like to add $200. Thank you, Louise, for that. Happy birthday, 30th to the Snow Foundation. Incredible. And so much gratitude for the incredible support for this evening. $31,840 for Green Fox. I will move on in just a moment. These things take a twist and a turn just when you least expect it. So if you would like to pledge a little bit more, I'll hang here for Come on, Jacinta, have a drink. It's time for a Go Harder. We need the Go Harder from Bill. We're pledging $100,000 via our foundation. Hang on. What? Is that? Hang on a second. Is that real? Is it 1,000 that you meant? Did you mean 100,000? Collis, we actually need a camera on you right now. You might need to come back quickly because we need to understand. Oh, did that happen? Collis, we need to talk to you somehow. What? Amanda just fell over. We are having a this is what you call in the business a thing. Wow, Collis. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Did that happen? Julie's fallen off her chair. We're designers too. Oh, that is just highly emotional. My goodness gracious. Oh, I think we just need to sit here momentarily. I hope Amanda and Kelly have got support around them right now. Yes, you are. Love you, Green Fox Studio from Collis and Cyan. Oh my goodness. It's emotional. Okay. Do you know what? That is the greatest twist in our Netflix series that we've ever had. Bill's got the cat. Oh gosh. Kelly says, we'll make you proud. Amanda says, we are crying. We're all crying, Amanda. Okay. Whew. We have to gather ourselves. Oh my goodness. It is the first time that has ever happened, and it is an incredible thing. What lovely, gorgeous, incredible, and this is a shared experience as well. There is $131,840 here. So thank you, everybody. And of course, an incredible acknowledgement of the work of Green Fox Studio from people. And Benjamin Lincoln, we say thank you, who's pledged $100 via text. But to have an industry, yes, talk to us more, Collis. It's such important work. We're up here in the NT on Larrakia land, and the crisis in youth detention is big problem. Great work, Green Fox, and everyone fundraising. Whew. That's incredible. And I feel so moved that for you and the work that you do and understanding the importance of that work, you have been incredibly supportive. Oh, goodness. Okay. I guess we gather ourselves. Let's do this. Thank you for your contribution, everybody, and Collis and Cyan. Huge. I hope I'm saying your names correctly. It says it all. It's just such an incredible thing. Okay. Breathing. This is, I didn't get trained for this. This is not in my realm of experience. I don't quite know how we do this, but we continue because we've got 3 foundations and 3 organizations, I should say. Michael says, I'd love to match them, but can't. But another $200 is a way of saying thank you. Thank you, Michael. I don't know that was good hosting. I thought that was highly emotional hosting. Let us go because we've got 3 foundations: Women Can, Hotel Etico, and Green Fox Studios. Foundations is incorrect. Organizations that we have joyfully supported and raised money for today. We're just going to go back over them very quickly, just in case you're like, oh, I just came in late and I really want to put some money into that particular work that's being done. So we'll start with Women Can. If you have any additional support that you would like to put there, we'll stay here for a moment. Women Can is where we are raising money. I'm still really emotional. Women Can. And, we heard such, it is so wonderful and an incredible support from Lani earlier as well. Jerome Fink, thank you. $400 for Women Can is fantastic. Thank you, Louise. $38,200. Thank you, Jerome, for that. $250 from Rod. Thank you, Rod, taking us to an incredible amount of money raised, $38,450. I'm very, very excited to kind of have a chat a little bit later and see how everyone's feeling. Another proxy from Vasudhara Foundation. Hang on, is that $3,000? Oh, far out, Brussels sprout. That's incredible. $3,000. Incredible. Thank you. It's not, thank you. I'm saying thank you in just the wonderfulness of this experience. $41,450. Women Can. I can feel Michaela in the ether somewhere, holding her heart and feeling excitement. $41,450. Women Can. I'll move from this in just a moment. If anyone else would like to put some money in, and support the work, but a huge amount of gratitude for the amount of money that's been raised. What is going on? Deb, $10,000 from the Harris Charitable Foundation. Oh my goodness. I mean this in the most loving, wow, thank you, incredible Harris Charitable Foundation. Oh, I can't do this. I need a stunt double to come in. Thank you, Joe Hastings, 200 personal on behalf of my new little twin granddaughters looking for a match from another grand of girls. Yes, beautiful and inspiring. Oh, Women Can, Louise Rutten, you're doing a great job. And we at Spark Strategy would like to contribute another $110. Thank you for doing so much. Thank you, Louise. Thank you, Spark Strategy, who have been incredible and generous all evening. Another $9,000 from the English Family Foundation for Women Can, if we can find some matches. Oh gosh, Heather, beautiful Heather says, I have twin nieces, Joe Hastings. Maybe they will meet each other one day. Michaela says we can get 2 utes. Oh wow, 51,760. We are looking, the English Family Foundation, who have already had an enormous amount of generosity. Angie, new grand matches the $200. Thanks, Bill and the family, the watching party that's happening. We're looking for a match of $9,000 because we have $9,000 sitting in the wings there from the English Family Foundation, ready to be added to the Women Can. Is that right? Am I correct in saying that that has not yet been added? Is that true? Just in case I've got my maths wrong. Angie Newground, oh, no, we did that. We were cheeky and already added. Okay, so wonderful. But if we can, that's a really good point, Juanita. So fabulously joyful and Australian when success is measured in the number of utes. Love your work, Michaela. Yes, the 9K is from our daughter, Claire. Thank you so much. Incredible. Oh, 60,760. We will leave this in just a moment. Claire in New York, is she awake? It's quite not happening. Cynthia, $500 for Women Can. Thank you very much for your incredible support. Michael saying, I'll add $1,000 toward the English Foundation match. Can another help with another $8,000? Easy, with lots of 200s, and we'll get there. Can someone add it up for me? Julie's good at this. 250 part match for the Women Can. Thank you, Rod. That's exactly what this is about. You know, it's about doing this together. So if there's a couple of, twos and a little bit here and there, maybe we can get to it. Thank you, Rod. Thank you, Michael, very much. $62,510 on one of the most emotional evenings I've had. Heather from Spark Strategy, another personal pledge. I'll do $250 as part of the $9,000 match. Thank you, Heather, very much. And Julie, I'm expecting that you're calculating this, or Andrea, or Kristen, or Seb, anyone, wonderful people who work so tirelessly. 62,760, but of course as well, great respect and great gratitude for what we've been able to achieve. And if that's where we're at, then that's a wonderful place for us to be. It's awkward in the numbers. Is that, you just got another call for another exploding toilet at Lake House, says Michaela. Oh, I'll have to go soon and unblock it. Oh my goodness. If there's a little message that is more meaningful, yeah, too much fun. 62,760, Michaela. I hope that that this is, such a wonderful support for your work. Oh, Michaela, 62,760. Send our love to the wonderful Renee for us, please, from all of us to her. And thank goodness you're there to ensure that she doesn't have to live with that this evening. 62,760. I think we are at a wonderful place, Michaela. Round 2, we're going to go to Hotel Etico. Michaela, you need to go and get your work done, but I'm glad that you were able to see the amount, 62,760. All right. Now, we know Andrea's there and watching on and getting excited. We're at 34,615. If you had an extra pledge for Hotel Etico, now would be the time. to show your hand to us. We would love if there was a little bit extra lying around the kitchen, the lounge room. It might, I don't know where you keep it. I'm not sure. Mine is always under the couch or inside. Katrina, one of the trainees who works at Hotel Etico, wants to donate $100 of her wages. That is saying a lot. Thank you, Katrina. That's an incredible and wonderful statement. How much there must be great encouragement. Thank you, Katrina. Andrea says, love you. Wonderful. Let's see how we can go. $34,715. We won't spend long. This is just a little quick round. 250, Rod, thank you. Doing those wonderful supportive. Kapal from Spark Strategy as well. A personal pledge. I'll do 150. Thank you, Kapal. Andrea, the Salteris have texted again. They just love your work and will donate $6,500. They love a match, but will donate without. My goodness. The Peel Fund, thank you. $3,000. It has come close to match that in some way, and I thank you so much. Ali says she'll match Katrina, $100. John Grenshaw, thank you, John, $400. $100 from Carmen, a big, passionate Etico fan, looking for everyone who is dreaming of a weekend away to find another 100 tonight and plan your stay too. The food, the space, the bar, wonderful. $100 for Andrea and the team. Can't wait to visit, to collaborate with Project Etico. Bill, good old Bill, $500. Thank you, Bill, and your party. Heather from Spark Strategy, another personal pledge. Thank you, Heather. $250 for Hotel Etico to top up the amazing Salteris donation. That's incredible. $46,065 is what we have raised for Hotel Etico this evening. And look at that incredible total of $240,965. Jess says, I got distracted with my kids and so much has happened. So, Jess, you've got to go back to the tape. It's just incredible. Yes, would love to donate $100 to Hotel Etico. So excited to visit. And that's part of the match for the Salteris donation. Thank you, Jess. $1,500 on behalf of the Nifford Family Foundation. Thank you. Incredible. I feel like that goes toward it as well. $47,665. I said the Peel's generous donation, but perhaps it didn't get added. And then this happens. Deb from Harris Charitable Foundation for Hotel Etico has said, excuse me, may we please support them with $10,000? And as Andrea has rightly done there, it's an OMG with capitals and an exclamation mark. Incredible. Thank you, Nifford family. Thank you, Peel. Thank you, Harris. The ones that we've just had recently come through. The Salteris donation, incredible. Yeah, I agree, Bill. I'm saying here the power of collective giving never fails to blow me away. It is something profound, isn't it? And I'm talking to myself in a room, but I do feel like I'm with you all. Cynthia, thank you, Cynthia. $1,500. Incredible contribution. Thank you very, very much. And that takes us to, has already done it? $62,165 this evening. Gosh, seriously, it is, as you said, Bill, it is absolutely, it never fails to blow me away as well. Okay, I think we are done. Are we done? I think we're done. Could we be done? Yes, we are. How exciting. $62,165 for Hotel Etico. It's just such an exciting evening. Green Fox Studio, who had the incredible support by other designers, Collis and Cyan, this evening, are at $132,140. This is the final round for Green Fox. What a night it's been. If you have some additional funds that you would like to give them for the incredible work, you saw the beautiful passion. And I loved hearing tonight as well where people found the inspiration to go and do the work. We all think about it, And then there are people that will go and do this work. Rebel, I know, first TFN evening, you must come back. They, as Bill says, they never fail to have an incredible impact. We're seeing it happen right here, right now. Lauren Atkinson, $100. Thank you very much, Lauren, for that. $100. $132,240 for Green Fox Studios. That could be it. We could be done for the evening. Let me know if we are all done and happy. I feel like we are. Wow. What an extraordinary. Michael Webster, yeah, good stick. $240 for Women Cancer. Julie is happy with rounded numbers. Thank you. Thank you, Michael Webster. Anyone else wanting to help with that? We're open for business right across the board right now, but no pressure. Michael Webster, very kind, takes us to 63,000. I mean, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to put any pressure on anyone. We're not exactly even, but that's okay. Julie is supported. I think that's what we need to say. She has all our support, and we appreciate and understand. Incredible. What an incredible evening. With your support, TFN has actually already facilitated over $5.3 million for 109 nonprofit programs since the pandemic began. It's a huge thank you from Julie and the board and the entire TFN team. Heather Moorcroft has said, I could do another 135 for Hotel Etico. And Louisa said, I'll do 250. Oh, good on you, Heather. And that, look at that. Beautiful. We are even. But an incredible, incredible gratitude, like $5.3 million since the pandemic began. And I think that has been part of why we are so blown away, because we haven't stopped. You know, we haven't been able to get together as TFN has. Normally we're in space together, but this has certainly meant that we've still been able to be together. We know our networks has lots of valuables and skills to offer. So tonight, 3 social enterprises have also identified 2 pro bono and 1 in kind asks each. Women Can is looking for assistance from an HR specialist to set KPIs and performance metrics and business expertise to further develop their strategic business plan. Hotel Etico needs help developing corporate event sales packages and business development strategy and tools. And Green Fox Studios would welcome help from an IT specialist who could help with updating their systems, as well as help from a business consultant or strategist who can advise on scaling up and financial investment. If you have the talent and the time to support, or you want to learn more, you can click on the polls that have just popped up. There they are. You'll see them. The polls with the number 3 beside them. And you can pledge your expertise. So you can see them just down there. Oh, my goodness. To make it easier for you to contact and engage with our pitching organizations, we've also launched a partnership with Communitier. It's a crowdsourcing platform that connects, engages, and mobilizes volunteers to support nonprofits. Ellie is going to post a link in the chat on how to do that now. And how you can join our community and offer your expertise to TFN's alumni. We'll also email you more information on how you can get involved. Now, this is so exciting. We're going to bring up our presenters one by one so we can hear what impact these funds will have on their programs. I don't know if Michaela's actually had to leave to deal with a toilet issue. Women Can, Michaela, is someone there? Is anyone from Women Can available to speak right now? Oh, you're there.
I'm here. I've got my uniform on and we're ready to go. You wouldn't believe that. Like, we could not make this shit up, could we? That it's true.
Classic.
The call came in. It's like, I can't believe that. That is so bizarre. But yeah, I've got to go. But yeah, thank you. Like, I can't begin to tell you, we're going to get 2 utes.
2 utes. I love the metric of the ute as someone pointed out before. 2 utes.
Yeah. I have to take all my jewelry off now because I haven't quite got that far yet. Like, I look stupid turning up like this in my high vis jacket.
Now you should always
Thank
turn up
you.
to a toilet D thinging with your jewelry on, you know.
Yeah,
the
just a
pajamas.
plunger, that'll do the trick. But
Yeah.
thank you so much, everyone. This has been an absolute riot, and I can't believe we got the bloody call for a toilet blockage tonight. You could not make that up. Unbelievable.
Well,
Thank you, everybody.
it's such an indicator of the work. Thank you, Michaela. What a joy and honor to hear about the work. Women Can, $63,000 raised this evening. Oh my goodness, you know, incredible. And now to see if Andrea is still with us. Project Etico is the wonderful project that we heard about that we've supported.
Definitely here. Incredible. Yeah, amazing. Like the power of this event is just blowing my mind. It's just unbelievable. Thank you from not just me, from the entire organization and the trainees. It's just amazing. And the many more that will follow. Incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think really everyone would like me to say thank you to you. And this work and this money is to continue the great work. We're so excited by what you're doing. Congratulations. And thank you so much for your OMGs throughout the chat this evening. It was
make sure you let us know when you come and book. Make sure you let us know that you were one of the TFN people.
Yes, do that. An extra chocolate on the pillow, maybe.
That's right.
Thank you, Andrea. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Congratulations. Exciting. We'll see what the future holds. And I hope Amanda is in body right now. Amanda joining us from Green Fox Studios, who received an incredible amount of support this evening from Collis and Cyan, amongst many, many others this evening. Amanda, are you there? Are you okay? I want to reach in and hold you somehow. The fact we're not getting you is concerning. I hope there you are.
Yeah. To say that we are dumbfounded, like I'm absolutely speechless. We are so incredibly grateful for everyone's contribution, but Collis and Cyan, thank you. We're so grateful that we've met you. Being on this journey together makes it just so much easier because we know that we have the support of people that care and that are also graphic designers, and it's amazing. I'm sorry, I really am speechless.
We're so overly emotional right now. When all that happened, you should have seen us. We were like all hugging and jumping in a circle. It was something I would never, ever forget. But yeah, thank you to everybody for your generosity. It has been such an incredible experience, and thank you to TFN for hosting this. When you work so hard to change the way that society is dealing with certain situations, and it's walking through muddy waters. It's hard work, and for all of the people that have been on tonight, it is hard, it's challenging, and to have the support like this, I can't tell you how incredible that feeling is. It makes it all worth it. It really does.
Just listening to those, just reading those comments is unbelievable. It's so lovely to hear. And can I just say, no, you can't have David. David is
everyone wants David. David, thank you so much.
On this journey with us has been unbelievable. And I think, for Kelly and myself, that, we were with him from right from the get-go, from the entire journey, and seeing him out and seeing this David is just, it's really heartfelt and it's really emotional. So thank you.
Thank you, guys.
And again, I know that everyone would want me to say thank you to you. This is really just about supporting and celebrating the work that you're doing and energizing it. And we're just so joyful that you feel that. And so good luck. And we can't wait to see what this will be. And we're looking forward to hearing more. And thank you so much again, David, for sharing your story. It meant so much to everyone. Thank you. Congratulations. What a night. We're never going to recover. I think we all need to go and meet somewhere, but we can't because we're all around the country and we're not allowed yet. You can actually fulfill your pledge, though, if you would like to, right now by clicking on the green button that has just popped up I think it's popping up. There it is. Look at that. We are so good. You'll also receive a link tomorrow via email, or you can go to our website anytime. The sooner we get your pledge, the sooner we can get it to the program. So don't delay. It's really huge gratitude. When you fulfill your pledge, please consider an extra contribution to the funding network. Any gift, large or small, will help us to continue to run events like this. So tomorrow, we're going to send you a link to tonight's stream so that you can share with your networks and encourage others to donate. Don't tell them what happens. Just let them watch it and see how they might react. We're going to update you on the impact of your support over the coming weeks and months as well. So thank you once again to the English Family Foundation for the entire evening as well, the Snow Foundation for providing match funding. Thank you also to all of our supporting partners for their contributions to making tonight such a success. Spark Strategy, so nice to see you all participate in the way that you did. Impact Boom, CIFA Partnerships, Social Impact Hub, and Greater Outcomes. Whew. And until we meet again, goodness me, thank you for being a part of tonight's event. Keep your eyes peeled for our 2022 events, which will kick off on the 23rd of February with a special hybrid event focused on supporting young people with intellectual disabilities. We can't wait to experience another night of what tonight was. It's community, it's affirming, it's wonderful. I feel honored. And if you know of any compelling grassroots projects, that's the other thing too, be sure to encourage them to apply to pitch via TFN's website. So please stay safe. Have a great evening. Enjoy yourselves. Eat the curry. And we'll see you again soon. Well done, everybody. Beautiful.